Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god, okay. So there's a lot of people screaming outside, so pardon what's going on outside. This is Marlon here, and this is episode 2 of Kingdom Hearts 2. And, well, although this is not Kingdom Hearts, so what you guys are seeing right now, but as a meteorologist, I gotta do this part. It'll take about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. And then after that, we get to Kingdom Hearts 2. And then by 7:20, or somewhere past that, we're gonna go back here and do the national weather discussion, which will last for about 40 to 60 minutes. But, of course, but before we can do that, I just want to ask you guys, how you guys doing? You guys enjoying your Memorial Day weekend? And if so, what are you guys doing? And if you're not, then what do you want to do? You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get down to business. So let's see what we got. Okay, so on the red at the upper right corner, not of the screen, but of the Radar Omega portion of the screen, there that says 45. It just means that there are 45 active weather alerts. There are 3 tornado warnings, 2 in Alabama, and 1 in Texas. The 2 tornado warnings in Alabama were indicated by radar and have an estimated hail size of no more than 3/4 of an inch. And a tornado warning in Texas has been observed, and the estimated hail size could be as much as 4 inches of hail, which is softball sized hail. And believe me, folks, it is very dangerous. So dangerous that an umbrella would be useless. So useless that once that 4-inch in diameter sized hail, the softball sized hail, starts hitting your umbrella that you're holding, yeah, it's not going to do much. Yeah, it's going to hit you right in the head and kill you. Or if you're lucky enough, suffer from a severe concussion as a result of the large hailstone. Believe me, folks, stay out. Yeah, just stay inside. You know, when thunder roars, get indoors. But in a tornado warning, though, you gotta take cover in a ditch in which you don't get hit by debris or projectiles or get picked up by winds. Never take shelter in an overpass because that'll accelerate the winds. And if you're inside, take shelter in a basement or in a storm cellar. But if those aren't available, stay in an interior closet or room that has no windows. Exterior rooms typically has windows, but regardless, they do end up becoming targets for projectiles and debris to hit through the outside walls of the house or building. Even if it is strong, don't take the chance. Don't YOLO it. There are 17 severe thunderstorm warnings in Mississippi, Georgia, Oklahoma, Alabama, Texas, New Mexico, Arkansas, and Tennessee. And let's see, 8 flash flood warnings in Florida, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico. And then we have 3 special marine warnings. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on, folks. Wow, okay, you know what? I'm going to talk over it, just so you know, folks. I mean, even if I were to turn off the mic, but unfortunately, what good would it do? Because I don't know when will that background noise will end. That's the thing. But the best thing I could do is to talk over it, if you know what I mean, folks. Just let me talk over it. Okay, so we got 3 special marine warnings. One in Georgia and Florida, right along the state line. Another one in Florida, only in Florida. And the last one is outside of the contiguous United States. And there are 14 special weather statements in Louisiana, Texas, Florida, New Mexico, Louisiana, Georgia, and Florida, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Tennessee. Okay, so now we're going to check on where that tornado warning is located. So let's start off with Alabama. Oh wait, we got 48, so it looks like as though that there may be 17 tornado warnings, but no change in the amount. warnings. Okay, so there are two tornado warnings. Both are east of Huntsville, Alabama, and it's just east of Scottsboro, Alabama, and it's located on the northeastern part of Alabama, and it's also just miles to northwest of Atlanta, Georgia. But about is there a hook echo? Let's just see. Let's just click where the nearest National Weather Service office is located, and it's near Huntsville, Alabama. Yeah, it's a big town in northern Alabama, excluding Birmingham. But I don't see any hook echoes so far. But let's check the radial velocity. Okay, so it's more along the lines of a squall line thunderstorm. Okay, so for the most part, we do have winds moving in that direction, as you can see. Kind of looks like a squall line thunderstorms, folks. I mean, if there really is a tornado warning, the best bet would be for me to suggest that there is a tornado just south of Sylvania, and there is a tiny bit one circulation, just a tiny bit, just south of Henagar, Alabama, and well, there could be one right here, just northwest of Valley Head, Alabama, and in Shiloh. You're not going to see much in Shiloh. I mean, those are strong winds there, but just a tiny bit. Maybe south of Shiloh, but I'm not really too confident, folks. I mean, this is more along the lines of what it looks like squall line thunderstorms to me. I mean, there's so much debris, foreign objects all over town throughout Powell, Sylvania, Henagar, Eider, and Shiloh, Alabama, but it also extends towards the northwestern corner of Georgia. But for the most part, there are severe thunderstorm warnings present. Well, yeah, but what about the other radars nearby? Let me see. Let me see Chattanooga. Well, folks, Chattanooga, is there a National Weather Service office nearby? Let me see. Let me go back here. Well, the nearest National Weather Service is right between Huntsville, and Alabama, and Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's the best I can provide at this moment, folks. But let's go to Texas. Well, it's upgraded to 52. Okay, so it's in Texas. Let's go find that tornado warning. Yeah, there is one here, and the nearest one is in Lubbock, Texas. And this one is more promising than the one in Alabama and Georgia. There's a hook echo there, and we have. Okay, so far I don't see the chat. I mean, I see the chat, but no one is there though. But let me refresh the chat just a bit. Yeah, just so that I'm not missing anything in the chat, because I care about you guys, and sometimes I can be careless. Sometimes I won't be able to read the chat, not because I don't want to, but because I keep forgetting. But there are storm chasers present. Wind direction's moving here and there too, which means that there is a tornado just northeast of Dickens, and just southwest of Paducah, Texas, and let's see, southeast of Roaring Springs. So basically, now where's that tornado going? Kind of looks like as though it may be moving just a little to the northeast, folks. But let me just replay it just to get a better sense of what we're dealing with, folks. Okay, I see. So it looks like it may be going in that direction. But let's go back to the one in Alabama. Right here. Just let me play the radar real quick. Okay. Yep. Okay, oh, okay. Yeah, this is more along the lines of squall line thunderstorms, folks. Just a few tornadoes in Alabama right now. So, in other words, there could be tornadoes here as well. No. As well as tornadoes right here and right here. And especially right here. But if I had to guess, they would be small tornadoes, clusters of small tornadoes, but they form in groups though. But however, that's up to local officials to determine if that there really is a tornado nearby. And let me go back to the one in Texas just to see if we do have any debris that's there. So debris. Well, basically there is debris. Just a line. There's foreign objects there. Right in front of the tornado, that is. Alright, I think I may have exceeded 10 minutes, as I said. But, however, I just want to, do a little quick view of what's going on throughout the United States, the rest of the United States. So let's take a look. So we got scattered showers throughout upstate New York and western Connecticut. Scattered showers and clouds, especially western Vermont, and even pockets of showers and a few storms along coastal and eastern Maine, and especially offshore in New Jersey. There are some scattered stray showers present. And in Pennsylvania, northeastern Pennsylvania, some spotty showers as well. Much of Maryland on the western side, west of the Chesapeake Bay, right along the Maryland-Pennsylvania line, especially just north of West Virginia. And even in the eastern tip of West Virginia, there are some clouds present, but not much rain, though. And also some scattered showers in southern West Virginia and southwestern Virginia, too. North Carolina, spotty showers throughout the eastern half of the Tar Heel State, and plenty of offshore showers and thunderstorms off of Charleston, and some showers are present in Myrtle Beach and Beaufort, South Carolina, along with some marine warnings that could make boating treacherous offshore along the Georgia coast, especially around Brunswick, Georgia, and even in the northeastern part of Jacksonville, Florida. Elsewhere throughout the Peach State, there is a special weather statement there with strong thunderstorms just northwest of Jessup, Georgia, and just north of Bainbridge, especially Bainbridge, Georgia. Spotty showers right between Columbus and Byron, in Macon, Georgia, Thomaston. But Atlanta is so far dry, with the exception of the southwestern outskirts of Atlanta. But there are severe thunderstorm warnings that have been issued throughout the northwestern corner of the state, along with Chattanooga under a severe thunderstorm warning. A special weather statement indicating strong thunderstorms are present with small hail and damaging winds present just near McMinnville, Tennessee. And of course, I did say Alabama have two tornado warnings and two severe thunderstorm warnings for what it looks like. But in Florida, we do have. We'll get back to Alabama. Florida, much of Florida, they're dealing with some daily thunderstorms that mostly occur throughout the Sunshine State. Oh yeah, folks. Oh yeah, this could be the weather topic of the day. I'll do it a little early, so I might as well just go ahead. Hold on just a minute, folks. Okay, so let me just... Okay. So here's the thing, folks. What causes Florida's daily thunderstorms? Okay, so here it is. Florida's daily thunderstorms are primarily caused by a combination of warm, moist air, atmospheric instability, and sea breeze collisions. The state's location in the subtropics with the Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean to the west and east, respectively, provides a constant source of moisture. This moisture, coupled with the daily heating of the land, creates unstable air that readily rises and forms thunderstorms. Sea breezes from both coasts converge, further lifting the air and triggering more thunderstorms, particularly in central Florida. Well, folks, that's your weather topic of the day, but I'll repeat that again later in the stream because I do have outside noise that I have no control over, and the thing is that the windows are locked, and it would take a lot of my time just to open the windows in my bedroom. All right, now back to this in Florida. So you're dealing with a bunch of thunderstorms that are present throughout the entirety of Florida, just located from Jacksonville to Orlando, then Naples and the Everglades, with severe thunderstorm warnings, special marine statements, and weather statements too. Spotty showers and thunderstorms in the Panhandle, as well as the southern tip of Alabama near Mobile Bay, and as well as more scattered thunderstorms just east of Birmingham, and plenty of widespread pop-up thunderstorms throughout the Magnolia State, known as Mississippi. There are 3 severe thunderstorm warnings present, especially one in Tupelo and another one to the east, and there's one in Oxford, home to the University of Mississippi, Ole Miss, I should say, and there's one special weather statement just located in Durant and Salis in West Mississippi. Louisiana, you have a special weather statement just to the north of Baton Rouge, and of course you do have pop-up thunderstorms from Lake Pontchartrain to Alexandria, Louisiana. Oh yeah, and there is widespread thunderstorms throughout Arkansas. And boy, there are lots of special weather statements, severe thunderstorm warnings, and even flash flood warnings. Texas, much of Texas is dry, but the Panhandle, part of Texas, they are experiencing some storms, severe weather, and there are 2 severe thunderstorm, 2 tornado warnings there. One has been issued recently, and there's one severe thunderstorm warning and a flash flood warning. There's also more severe thunderstorm warnings, flash flood warnings, and special weather statements in Oklahoma, the Ohio Valley, the river portion of the Ohio River Valley, especially Louisville. They're experiencing some showers and clouds in central Illinois, some spotty showers and clouds, but nothing widespread though. All clear throughout much of the Great Lakes region, with the exception of anywhere east of Sault Ste. Marie, and you have western South Dakota and western Nebraska dealing with some showers and a few storms, and in Wyoming and even eastern Idaho, there are some spotty showers and a few thunderstorms present, along with much of Utah and Colorado. And yet, there are also a few severe thunderstorm warnings, special weather statements, and there's also a flash flood warning too in northeastern New Mexico. And in Arizona, much of it is dry, with just a few showers on the northern edge of the state. The southeastern edge of the state, just but north of Las Vegas, though, spotty showers are there. California, all dry, mostly dry, with some few showers in central Oregon. Washington State, mostly dry, with a few clouds in the northwestern corner of Olympic National Park in Washington State. All right, folks, I've taken up too much of your time of me streaming about the weather for the first 20 minutes of the stream. So now let's just switch gears and play Kingdom Hearts. We will get back to more about the weather and even repeat the weather topic of the day. So without further ado, let's just switch gears to here. All right. now I'm going to switch the HDMI channel, and I'm gonna pull out my phone so that I can see the chat for you guys. Okay, now let me set things up for myself. Hope that things go well on my end and even on your end for you guys. Okay, so now let me change the HDMI channel real quick. Yeah, I gotta talk over the mic just so you know, folks. And let me okay, there we go. In case if anything happens, I gotta mute the mic, like background music and stuff or other stuff. So, how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys having a good Memorial Day weekend. Okay, so now let's just load the game and continue where we left off from yesterday. And we're at level 2 with 35 monies, and we're at the Station of Serenity. Let me take a quick sip of water real quick. I talk too much. Okay. Yeah, I'm requenching my thirst, which is good. Now let's move on to the Station of Calling. Let's kick some ass. Hey, jackass, get out of here. Ah, you jackass. Ah. Excellent. Okay, so we need... Yeah, this is the type of... Well, you guys can't hear it, but only I can hear it because there's a thing called copyright infringement. Because you remember the Kingdom Hearts theme, right, from the first game? Well, I don't want to get a copyright strike. I mean, I haven't gotten one, but I remember. I remember playing the. I remember playing the game a couple years ago, and well, it's just that I don't want to end up repeating that step. Hey, jackass! The underworld is calling. Nobody's in the chat. Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I didn't miss out on anybody. Hey, what's this? Oh, I got myself a potion. That's Sora. Yeah, I gotta keep on practicing, and so far I am getting my ass kicked right here, right now. Who says meteorologists can't swear on a streaming platform? I mean, you guys know that this is not meant for kids, right? Because if it were, then I wouldn't be doing this. And no kid would be able to understand what I'm talking about. Who the hell are you? Okay, so now we're dealing it with a new adversary right now, a new boss. So now Roxas is up against the White Heartless boss. Use reaction commands and defeat the mysterious enemies. What is this? I have no idea what is going on. But I know he's about to get up. Yep. I have no idea what is going on, but all I know is that he hit his head. Why you gotta hit your head, dude? Smite! Smite the motherfucker. Damn it. I was too slow on the first try. Damn it. God damn. Come on. Damn it, I can't do it. Best thing I can do is to avoid attacks and to react. Don't hit your head again, dude. Okay, we did it. We fought our first boss, and this was the first time I'd ever used a thing called reversal. Dude, move out of the way! Really, dude? It is currently 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Marlon. This is episode 2 of Kingdom Hearts 2. Hope you guys having a good day, good Sunday, or having a good Memorial Day weekend, or hoping that days will get better. And right now we are dealing with a mysterious girl right now, and this guy named Roxas kind of looks like Sora to me. Namine. Okay, Namine. Now he has to. Yeah. Oh, come on, dude. It's nothing like that. Come on. What the hell? What tournament are they talking about? If you're able... A tournament. Seriously. What's so great about this tournament, to be honest? I really find that to be a waste of time. Like, what does this have to do with what's going on? %? What is this? Yeah, I'd like to know what's going on now. Okay, so Sora's flying. He was at Hollow Bastion, trying to... Alright. But forget about All for One, because All for One from My Hero Academia sucks balls. Just so you know, folks. He's the worst type of villain. If you guys watch My Hero Academia, you guys know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, I recommend you guys watch it. Exactly. Yeah, dumbass. Stupid Sora. It's just, sometimes he can be such a screwball. Nice guy, but sometimes a screwball. Yeah, he made a promise to Kyrie. Can't believe he goes by Roxas. Okay, so this is the fourth day, and the tournament is today. So Roxas has got to make his way to the tournament. Yeah, you're gonna be late. You're gonna get it, man. Yeah, are they gonna play baseball and meet up with Hercules the dog? So that's a Sandlot, huh? Cypher, dumb hat, fat ass. Cypher, idiot. Oh, Setzer. Struggle? What, everyone loves to struggle or something? I don't know, what is this? That's Vivi? That's a Heartless. Alright. Well, it is the start of unofficial summer, Memorial Day, and then it ends on Labor Day, the unofficial end to summer. Okay. Let's save real quick, because as a friend of mine said, saving is your best friend. So we're at level 3, we got 85 monies. Okay, so are you the referee? Are you the ref? Okay. Okay, each get 100 orbs. attack to take away your opponent's orbs. That's all you have to do. Land a hit, and your opponent will drop orbs. But if you're hit, you'll be the one losing the orbs. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Get that Keyblade, dude. Yeah. Alright. Alright. But let's just, yeah, let's just have fun, okay? Let's not take things personally, and let's just fight like men. Alright? Okay, rules. Battle an opponent for control of 200 orbs. Whoever has the most orbs at the end is the winner. Attack the opponent to make drop orbs. Tip, watch the opponent's moves and counter them. Whenever possible, don't let the enemy counterattack. One strategy is to run around until... Okay. Damn it. Ah, damn it. You got my orbs. Alright. Yeah, I agree. Hey. Man. You put up a great fight, dude. Yeah, well, you're still the expert, though. Now this is more serious. The Heartless. The guy gives me the creeps. Oh, hey, I peek a F Chew. Get that blade key. Yeah. How you doing, F Chew? I don't know if this is a Keyblade, but all I know is that this is a tournament. It's called The Struggle. And right now, all I'm seeing is a Heartless taking on a Cypher. Some rival of Roxas and his friends. Damn, he's quick! Ah! Damn, dude, that's just fucked up. Now we're dealing with a serious enemy. You got that right. So, Chu, how you doing? How was your Sunday? Well, at least you did get the bronze. So that matters more than being dead last. Okay, so now let me save real quick, just so that I don't lose progress. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to take on Vivi. You got it. Oh, this one's gonna be a lot tougher. So, he's unpredictable, you know. Ah, damn it, he's got me. All right. Wait, what's going on? Hell no. This is not one of those, like, rigged games, isn't it? Oh no, this is the real deal that I gotta deal with. Okay, now this is far more serious. Defeat all the mysterious enemies. Okay. Ah, damn it. Well, sometimes you gotta take the pain in order to gain, you know what I'm saying? Excellent. Okay, what's going on here? Is there more to this? Oh, that creep! Axel? What is this? Looks like he can't remove. Number 13? Roxas? What is this? What is this? Okay, this is far more serious. Yeah, I gotta play defensively. Oh, damn it. Oh boy. Damn it. Okay, I got scanned right now. That's good. I thought there'd be more to this. Wait, what's this? Yeah, you damn right. Pence? Olette? Hey. Boom! The Heartless goes down. I know it's Vivi, but I'd rather call him a Heartless. Down he goes. Wait, what? It can talk? Like, I know you guys can't hear, but damn. Yeah, he struggles a lot. Roxas. Hello? Now let me save real quick. Okay, I got 100 monies. That's good. Alright. Yeah, let's see what happens. What? Throw the match? What is this? How's that going to benefit, Roxas, him, losing to Setzer? Oh, I'm losing balls. Just so you know, guys, he's not easy. He's a superior foe that cannot be underestimated at under any circumstances. You gotta treat him like he's a superior enemy. Oh, well, too bad. I won. Deal with it. Everyone is cheering for Roxas. Setzer, what's his problem? Champion belt. Increases fire, blizzard, and thunder resistance. Oh, don't drop it, dude. Yep. So, yeah, don't trip, dude. What is this? Okay, I see Kairi. And she's grown old. Riku and Sora. Well, Sora's on his way to find him. Oh, so this is okay. So I remember playing a game called The Chain of Memories, and I really didn't like playing that game. To be honest with you, folks, I didn't even get to complete it because it didn't really interest me because of the way play the you know card game type of setting, and I didn't really enjoy it. But yeah, now we're up to the part where Kairi has lost her memory of Sora. So it's Sora. Yeah, it's Sora. Okay, there's the beach. Oh yeah, and that's the island. That's where Kingdom Hearts 1 was played. Now they're in the Big Island, on the mainland. It is 7:01 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream for those of you just tuning in. My name's Marlon. This is episode 2 of Kingdom Hearts 2. And right now, Kairi, she is still finding out... Hey! She got it! Sora! Sora, come on! Okay, now we're making progress, though. But what about Roxas? I mean, I know that's Sora, but still... Namine. She... Yeah, what's your true name? Oh, no! That creep! That asshole. He should have died back in that first game. What a creep. And he's still alive. Damn it. Sora's trying to go along with... Wait. Sorry about that. Okay, so... Based on what I've read, this probably... The guys in the black cloaks, they could be Organization 13 if I'm not mistaken. Kind of reminds me of the Akatsuki from Naruto. Hope you don't hit your head again. Yeah, better not land on your head. And he's back to life, unharmed. Who saved you? Okay, so this is the 5th day, right? Oh boy. What assignment? Okay, what assignment is it? Okay, okay. Okay, you guys can afford ice cream. Well, what about pretzels? The rumors. Stone Steps, the Sunset Station. But what? And this is the weird part. Steps count different. Seven Wonders of Twilight Town. Alright. Find the Seven Wonders. Usual spot. Let's save. Well, we didn't do much because of... wait. Let me go back. The station's just up the slope. Let's get on the train. Town line's still free of charge. Okay, good. Let's do it. Let's go uphill. Station Heights. Station Plaza. Okay. It's not here. Let's go to the Central Station. What are you listening to? Oh, you got the yellow. Oh, yeah. Oh, and Roxas doesn't have his because he got knocked out. Yep. Oh, really? Let's see if those rumors are just, his counting. Nothing more. Let me save real quick. Now let's go downstairs and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. Yeah, now it's getting to me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so there are 16 steps. The bag on Sunset Hill, it's creepy. Did you know that people haven't seen their doppelgangers in the corner of Sunset Terrace? Okay, let's just check right now. Yeah, it's getting to a point where I don't feel like counting. Tunnel, huh? Investigate. Oh, that creep again. Oh, you want a rematch just because you lost? Defeat the VVs. Oh, I see. Oh, where did they all come from? Oh, what's going on? Oh boy. What is it, Roxas? What were you doing? What do you want? Did you need this? Planning on getting in some practice, I bet. It's just that there's so many of you. Yeah, with me. Oh, and what do you know? Okay, so basically we're done with one part. Yeah, we'll finish this as much as we can. Search the back wall. Damn it! What's... I can't move! Yep, it's at it again. No, you wasn't throwing balls! Alright, let's check the map real quick. Got 2 more to go. Alright. Yep. Now I gotta fight myself. Oh boy! Face the Shadow Roxas. Oh. Uh. Okay, it's doing its thing again. Yeah, you got beat. But we're getting there. But yeah, it does look spooky though. Huh. Looky there. Okay, so now we only got about like 1 more to go. Let's go find that dog if there is one. That's a huge bag full of trash. One couldn't fit either one. The only way to... Wait, what's this? Try to stop the bag from... So all I gotta do is keep on pressing the, Okay, oh! Yep. Here it comes, folks. Wonder what's inside the bag. Oh, the dog! Let's go return the dog to its owner. Well, what else is in that bag? Oh, and okay, so we got the Sixth Wonder. Yeah, we're gonna transition to weather in a moment. Okay, so I would like to finish off with two more wonders. But thing is that my time's about to be up. But I'm not gonna end the stream yet. It's just that I got to transition to the weather, and then end the stream. But I will repeat the weather topic of the day if I have to. I mean, I will. Okay, so okay, now we're gonna go back, and we will continue this in the next stream, so you know, folks, which will be tomorrow. But the timing of which, well, there's just so much up in the air in terms of when I'll be streaming the next time. Right. Okay, so now let me change into the HDMI channel. Let me change the HDMI channel, I should say. Just give me a second. Okay, so now what are we doing? Okay, let me switch the scenes here. All right, and now let's focus on the active weather alerts. So we got 61. There are two tornado warnings, one in Georgia and another one in New Mexico. The one in, well, they're both radar indicated, but the one in Georgia, the estimated hail size is to be less than 3/4 of an inch, and the one in New Mexico might have an estimated a hail size of about 1.25 inches, which could be equivalent as much as a $half sized hail. And we got 32 severe thunderstorm warnings in New Mexico, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Georgia, Texas. All right. There's a whole lot in Texas. 12 flash flood warnings in New Mexico, Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and, well, let me see. 2 special marine warnings. So the first one is offshore, the other one in Florida, and 13 weather statements in Tennessee, Texas, Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and Florida. All right, now let's find out where the 2 tornado warnings are located. One is in Georgia, just outside of Rome, just northeast of Rome, in Adairsville, Georgia. There's a hook echo from what I can see right here. And well, we do. Let me check the nearest radar, National Weather Service office, and it's in. Let's check the one here in Huntsville, Alabama. There's one here. And let me check the radial velocity. Hold on, I gotta talk over. And there is a tiny bit of winds heading towards the radar. The rest are moving away from the radar, which means that there's a tornado near Adairsville, and it's moving to the east-southeast. But let me check the one in Georgia, Atlanta, I should say. Okay, so there's the 2 radar. Yep, it's just on the east side of Adairsville, Georgia. Let me replay the radar for you guys. Yep, it's moving southeast. All right, and let me see how much. Let me see the debris. Well, there's just a little bit of debris north of Adairsville, and to the east, of course. Now let me switch gears to the one in New Mexico, just near Portales, New Mexico. There's debris in Floyd, which does indicate damage. Radio. Let's check the reflectivity radar, and it looks like as though there is a hook echo present. And we will see where the tornado is, to be exact. Okay, there's the National Weather Service radar. Kind of hard to tell, folks. But regardless, there is a tornado just near Floyd, New Mexico. And let me just play for you guys. So the winds are moving that way. Whoa. Yep, there's a tornado. There's a tornado in Floyd, New Mexico. Alright, and now what about other tornado warnings? There's none. And now we will move on to what we got in terms of current conditions throughout the country. So basically, there are scattered showers throughout Vermont and upstate New York, and especially, hold on, let me mute, no, never mind. There are also scattered showers throughout Long Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Poconos, eastern Pennsylvania, Maryland, northern Maryland, northern Virginia, and eastern West Virginia. But everywhere else is in the clear, just a little bit of showers in the eastern tip of Maine. Now we have some scattered showers in place, well, a few of them just right between Roanoke and Richmond. Another one near the Raleigh area, in between there and Fayetteville. And there are also offshore thunderstorms in just off of South Carolina and Georgia. There's a special marine warning just located in Jacksonville and just offshore as well. But yet there are there's a special weather statement in Pearson, Florida, just north of Orlando, in northwest of DeLand, Florida. There are thunderstorms there. They are present. There's also flash flood warning in Celebration, Florida. It's west of Kissimmee. But once again, okay, so there's Disney World right there. Animal Kingdom's there. Hollywood Studios is there. Magic Kingdom's home to Cinderella's castle, that is. Just gotta find it. Yeah. Yeah, when it comes to Disney World in terms of location, I mean, sure, I've been to Disney World a few times, but I just I'm very rusty when it comes to the geography of Disney World. But it has to be here somewhere, just so you know, folks. It's all just a bunch of resorts, so you know. Well, regardless, Disney World, some parts of Disney World is under a, well, just south of Disney World. It's, oh, wait. Yeah, there's Epcot. But most of Disney World is outside the flash flood warning. It's only in Celebration, Florida, just outside of Kissimmee. There are also pop-up thunderstorms just east of Naples, just located in the Everglades. A few showers in the western edge of South Florida, particularly in the Miami part of Florida, and as well as Fort Lauderdale. Pop-up showers and thunderstorms are present near Sarasota and Bradenton, Florida. There are also showers and thunderstorms still present in northern Alabama and as well as the southern edge of Mississippi, southern edge of Alabama, southern edge of Georgia, and as well as the western panhandle of Florida, with a special weather statement just north of Mobile. And there are also widespread, scattered, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Some of them areas in northern Mississippi are under severe thunderstorm warnings, especially near Columbus, Mississippi, Houston, Mississippi, Clarksdale, and Greenville, Mississippi. And a few pop-up thunderstorms just south of Jackson, Mississippi, Macomb, and outside of Hattiesburg. There's also just about one stray shower thunderstorm just between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. And pop-up thunderstorms on the northern part of Louisiana, but nothing widespread, especially in Ruston, Monroe, Bastrop, Arkansas, and Tennessee. So Tennessee, either side of Tennessee, they have some thunderstorms present. Little Rock, Arkansas, severe thunderstorm warnings, flash flood warnings, and special weather statements are located in the southern part of the state, but Little Rock is under a flash flood warning. Texas, much of the state is clear, just some stray showers and storms in Galveston, Texas, and one severe thunderstorm warning just southeast of Sanderson, Texas. Two severe thunderstorm warnings are in Big Spring, Garden City, Texas, and a set of severe thunderstorm warnings and even a flash flood warning right around just east of Lubbock, southwest of Wichita Falls, north of Abilene, where storm chasers are chasing storms. And there are three severe thunderstorm warnings to the northeast of Lubbock and southeast of Amarillo. There's also severe thunderstorm warnings and flash flood warnings in Oklahoma City, in Norman, Oklahoma. There's also a flash flood warning in eastern Oklahoma. And a special weather statement southeast of Tulsa. We go to the Ohio Valley, where there are some showers and a few storms present in northern Kentucky, eastern Kentucky as well. Oh yeah, and let's not forget about western West Virginia. Just some clouds in Charleston, West Virginia. Just on the southern tip of Ohio, there are clouds, and especially on the south side of Cincinnati, and in the northeastern part of Louisville, and just a few clouds in the southern part of Indiana. But most of all, mostly clear throughout the rest of Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and as well as clear conditions in Wisconsin and Michigan, Minnesota, Iowa, and mostly North Dakota. But sorry about that. The southern part of South Dakota, they have scattered showers and storms. North and western Nebraska as well, and some pop-up thunderstorms and showers throughout parts of Wyoming and southern Idaho and as well as Colorado, with some thunderstorms just east of Denver, and as well as pop-up showers in places like east of Salt Lake City, all the way down into St. George, Utah, and as well as south and eastern Nevada, but only north of Mesquite. Some thunderstorms and a tornado warning is located in eastern New Mexico. 2 flash flood warnings and a severe thunderstorm warning are present in northern New Mexico. Elsewhere is dry. Also in Arizona, just some clouds are scattered throughout the Grand Canyon. And in California, much of the Golden State's dry, but some pop-up showers. Sorry about that. Okay, some pop-up showers in the center part of the state. A few clouds are in the southwestern tip of Oregon, and just a few clouds, cloudy conditions in the western tip of Olympic National Park in Washington State, but elsewhere it's clear. Now it's only just one tornado warning in New Mexico. Now what's happening right now? Okay. Now let me switch gears to the weather website. Let me just open it up. Okay, let me refresh because you need to refresh. All right. I'm going to try to make this quick, folks. I know it's not guaranteed, but let's start off in Maine. Winds are coming, well, most of the Northeast do have calm conditions, but winds are generally from the north in Maine, blowing towards the southeast, and throughout much of the Northeast, winds are coming from the northwest, and they're blowing at no more than 20 miles an hour, all throughout the Northeast, from Maine down to Virginia and even West Virginia. But let's take a look at the temperatures. So temperatures are in the 40s to mid-50s in Maine. Vermont and New Hampshire, temperatures are in the upper 40s to mid-50s. Southern New England, like Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, temperatures are in the upper 40s to mid-50s as well. Upstate New York, temperatures are in the mid to upper 40s to the mid-50s. But in the New York City area, Long Island, Western Connecticut, Hudson Valley, northern New Jersey, temperatures are in the mid to upper 50s to low 60s. In southern New Jersey, temperatures are in the low to mid 60s, along with southeastern Pennsylvania, yes, especially in the Philadelphia area. Temperatures are also in the upper 50s. Throughout the rest of the state, temperatures are in the low to upper 50s. The Delmarva Peninsula and the rest of Maryland and Washington, D.C., temperatures are in the upper 50s to low 60s. West Virginia, temperatures are in the upper 50s to mid 60s. And Virginia, temperatures are in the 60s for the most part. And let's go down to the Carolinas in the southeast, where winds are generally light and variable, but no more than 20 miles an hour wherever it is very windy, even in Mississippi and Alabama. In the Carolinas, winds are blowing from the Atlantic, and they're moving light and variable as it makes its way inland, especially in Georgia and Florida. Winds are actually blowing generally from the east, then blowing towards the north. And in Mississippi and Alabama, winds are mostly light and variable, but winds are coming from the Gulf, though. And in Tennessee, winds are coming from the south in the northern part of the state, but the southern part of the state, winds are light and variable, but some winds may be coming from the south. But let's take a look at the temperatures. So in the Carolinas, temperatures are in the upper 60s to mid 70s. Georgia, temperatures are in the mid 70s to mid 80s. Florida, temperatures are in the mid 70s to mid 80s. Tennessee, temperatures are in the 70s or upper 60s to mid 70s. Mississippi and Alabama, temperatures are in the low 70s to mid 80s. Now let's cross to Mississippi, where you have winds in Arkansas. They actually converge, but move towards the west, though, with winds coming from the south. In the southern part of the state and the northern part of the state, winds are coming from the northeast, and they all move towards the west. Louisiana, winds are actually mostly moving from the Gulf, moving at about 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour, especially on the northern part of Arkansas. Texas, the southern parts of the state, and even the western part of the state. So you have winds from the Gulf in the southern part of the state. Western Texas, winds are coming from the west, and they converge with winds coming from the Gulf. But they blow at about 20 to 30 miles an hour, a few places up to 40. And they all converge in western Texas from what it looks like. Throughout the rest of the state, winds are actually moving from the south, but in the panhandle of Texas, winds are coming from the north, and yet they're moving towards the west. In Oklahoma, winds are actually blowing from the northeast, converging to light and variable wind patterns, but in northern Oklahoma, winds are blowing up to 30 miles an hour. But let's take a look at the temperatures. So Arkansas, temperatures are in the 70s. Louisiana, 80s. Panhandle of Texas, temperatures range from the mid-60s to low 80s. Western Texas, temperatures are in the low 80s to mid-90s. Southern Texas, excluding the coastal part, temperatures are in the mid-80s to low hundreds. In the coastal part, temperatures are in the 80s. North and eastern Texas, temperatures are in the upper 70s to mid-80s. Oklahoma, temperatures are in the mid-60s to mid-70s. Let's go to the Ohio Valley, where winds are generally blowing from the north, and they're light and variable in Indiana and Ohio, but winds are stronger in Kentucky, only up to 20 to 25 mile per hour winds, and they shift to the southwest. In Ohio, temperatures are in the upper 50s to low 60s. Similar story in Indiana, Illinois, temperatures are in the mid 50s to mid 60s. Kentucky, temperatures are in the upper 50s to low 60s. Let's take a look at the rest of the Great Lakes. We got Michigan, winds generally moving from the north, light and variable, but if you're on the lake, it gets breezy. And in Wisconsin, similar story, but in the southern part of the state, winds are actually coming from Lake Michigan and moving towards the west, yet they're moving to the southwest. So the lower part of Michigan, temperatures are in the mid 50s to low 60s. Upper Peninsula, they have temperatures in the mid 40s to mid 50s. Wisconsin, temperatures are in the low 60s to low 50s to low 60s. In Minnesota, winds are mostly light and variable, but in the southern part of the state, winds are actually moving a little quicker, of up to 20 miles an hour, moving towards from the northeast to the west. Temperature-wise, they're in the low 50s to mid 60s. Iowa and even Missouri, winds are actually blowing from the north to the west in Iowa, but Missouris have stronger winds of up to 30 miles an hour in some places, moving towards the west. Temperatures in Iowa, they are in the 60s. Missouri, also in the 60s. Nebraska and Kansas, winds are generally blowing from the east, and they're blowing at around 20 to 30 miles an hour in most places. In Nebraska, temperatures are in the low 50s to mid 60s. Kansas, temperatures are in the upper 50s to mid 60s. Let's go to the Dakotas. Winds are calmer, light and variable in the eastern part of the Dakotas, but the western part, winds are accelerating. They're moving at up to 30 miles an hour, and they're moving towards the northwest. So what do we got in temperatures in North Dakota? Well, they're in the 60s for the most part. South Dakota, they actually are from the low 50s to upper 60s. Now let's go to the Northern Rockies, where winds are greater on the eastern side of Montana, where winds are from the southeast, as well as eastern Wyoming, yet winds are shifting towards the southwest, but they start to slow down in terms of wind speed. Idaho winds are mostly light and variable, as well as western Wyoming and western Montana. Now let's take a look at the temperature in Montana, where so wind speed is up to 30 miles an hour in eastern Montana and eastern Wyoming. Temperature-wise, in the eastern part of the state, temperatures are in the mid-60s to mid-70s. In the western part of the state, temperatures are in the upper 60s to mid-70s. Idaho temperatures are in the low 60s to low 70s. Southern part of the state, mid-70s to mid-80s. Wyoming temperatures are in the mid-50s, mid-60s. And now let's go to Colorado, where we do have converging winds with western Colorado winds moving from the west, generally from the west. But if you're in the northwestern corner, winds are coming from the north. They all converge in the Rockies in the center part of the state, and they blow at about no more than 30 miles an hour, but a little higher in a few areas. Eastern part of Colorado, winds are generally moving from the east, blowing up to 30 miles an hour. Now let's take a look at the temperatures. So, the eastern side of Colorado, temperatures are in the 50s, and you have temperatures on the western side of Colorado that are in the 70s, but in southern Colorado, some places temperatures are in the 60s. In Utah, winds are generally from the north, but light though, and winds are a little higher in the southeastern part of Utah. Winds blowing up to 25 to 30 miles an hour, moving towards the east. And Nevada, most of the state is light and variable, but on the western edge of the state, winds are blowing from the southwest at up to 30 miles an hour. Utah, temperatures in the northern, throughout much of the state, they're in the mid-60s to mid-70s, but the lower part of the state, 70s to mid-80s. In the northern part of the state, which happens to be the majority of the state, temperatures are in the 70s, but in Las Vegas, 95 degrees. Now let's go to the desert southwest, where you have... We have winds coming from the southwest in Arizona, moving towards the east, though, and in eastern New Mexico, winds are actually moving from the northeast, just changing directions towards the north. Throughout much of the state, wind speed is about 30 miles an hour, just a little higher in few areas, especially in eastern and northern Arizona. But let's take a look at the temperatures. So in northern New Mexico, temperatures are in the low 70s to low 80s. Southern part of the state, temperatures are in the upper 80s to upper 90s, or mid 90s, I mean. Then you have northern Arizona, where temperatures range from 66 in Flagstaff to 86 in Kingman. In the southern part of the state, or rather 64 in Alpine to 86 in Kingman. In the southern part of the state, where it gets hotter, temperatures are in the 90s to a few places are triple digits. Let's go to California, where wind speed, the coastal part of California, winds are actually moving parallel to the south, parallel to the California coast, but moving to the south. But in the northern part of the state, winds are blowing towards the north, though parallel to the coast, but in a few areas they're moving towards the Bay Area, with winds at about up to 30 miles an hour, and they're moving towards the northeast. But winds that are moving inland in Southern California, they're actually moving towards the east. Outside of LA, winds are moving up to 30 miles an hour. Now let's go to talk about the temperatures. So temperature-wise, 97 in Indio, 64 in San Diego, 73 in LA, 91 in Bakersfield, 89 in Fresno. Temperatures are in the 60s and lower 70s in the Bay Area. Sacramento, 80 temperatures are in the 80s throughout the Central Valley of California. Though 57 in Eureka, the northern central valley of California, I should say. Temperature is at 57 degrees in Eureka. Oregon, you have winds on the western side of Oregon coming from the Pacific. They're light and variable, but they're strong in the central part of the state, moving from the southwest. But on the eastern side, winds are light and variable, but they move generally to the north. And in Washington state, well, winds are coming from the north on the eastern side. Western side, winds are actually moving from the west, from the coast. They're actually stronger in the central part of the state. Temperature-wise, temperatures are in the mid-60s to mid-70s throughout much of the state, but in Washington state, the leeward side of the Cascades, they have temperatures that are in the 80s and even mid to upper 70s, but on the coastal side, it's cooler with temperatures at 68 in Seattle. Now let's take a look at gusts overall. Well, there's stronger winds, just a little bit, coming from the northwest in places like southern tier of upstate New York, the Catskills, Poconos, the Susquehanna River Valley. They're moving up to 30 to 40 miles an hour, in a few places 50, but in the center part of the country, winds are actually moving from the east and northeast at about 40 to 50 miles an hour in some areas. Oklahoma a little higher. Texas, sorry about that. Can't believe it. In Texas, much of Texas do have winds coming from the Gulf, moving at 40 to 50 miles an hour, but a little higher in western Texas. But in the western edge of Texas, the one that's close to New Mexico, that says Alpine, Odessa, winds are actually coming from the east, blowing at up to 50 to 60 miles an hour. They converge with the Gulf winds, and winds in the Panhandle coming from the northeast, but only blowing up to 40 miles an hour. But in New Mexico, you have converging winds, and they're moving at about 40 to 50 or even 60 or 70 miles an hour. But in Northern California, the Cascades, winds are actually moving faster, moving from the Pacific all the way up north, but it gets lighter though. With winds with gusty winds of up to 40 miles an hour, or 50 and a few, or 60. Let's take a look at the humidity, where it's moist. There's plenty of moisture in the interior northeast and New England, and as well as the Mississippi Valley and the southeast, and even the southern plains and the western plains as well, the Rockies, and even a few places, well, not really. Now let's take a look at rainfall accumulation. So with rainfall accumulation, there we go. So what do we got? Okay, so Tennessee, they are dealing with rainfall accumulation of about 2 to 3 inches in some areas of Tennessee, especially in the southeastern North Carolina and the Outer Banks, with up to 4 inches to 5 inches of rain. Southern Alabama and parts of Mississippi, they have an estimate of about 1.5 to 2 inches of rain. Louisiana, much of Louisiana, they're estimated to have, in Arkansas, they are estimated to have about 4 inches of rain. In northeastern Texas and the Panhandle of northeastern Texas, they may have up to 5 to 6 inches of rain in a few areas. In the Panhandle part of Texas, about up to 2 to 3 inches of rain in a few areas. Oklahoma, estimated to have 3 to 4 inches in the southern part of the state. Kansas, many parts of Kansas may be dealing with no less than 1 inch of rain, especially in northeastern Colorado, western Nebraska, with up to 3 inches of rain. And what about in places like the leeward side of the Cascades? Well, it's just about up to 1 inch of rain, especially at Olympic National Park. Now, let's talk about the upper level winds. So, the upper level winds, folks, what do we got? Okay, so, let me just refresh the page just a little bit. Okay, now we got a trough that's over the southwest in Arizona. We have a ridge over Louisiana. and a ridge over the Canadian Maritimes, which means that we do have plenty of severe weather throughout New Mexico and western Texas, and especially in the western plains. And what else? Oh, yeah, there is a tiny ridge over the Great Basin in Idaho, which means that there could be wet weather that could be brewing throughout the Pacific Northwest, but right now, not much action going on there. Okay, and what about in the next few days? So, in the next few days, so starting off with tomorrow night on Memorial Day night, we do have small troughs located in the Sierra Nevadas, the Pacific Northwest in Canada, Western Canada, Rockies, and the Northern Plains, and it's also a ridge that's kind of flat, but over the Great Lakes or southeast, and a small one over. Yeah, I think I already meant. No, I actually want to say that again. I want to say that again. Yeah, but there is a small ridge over Utah. So that means there could be wet weather in the Great Basin, the Southern Plains in Texas, and as well as Mississippi Valley. And what's next? Well, let's see what's going on for Tuesday night. So by Tuesday night, there's actually going to be a trough, an upper level low that's going to exist over the Northern Plains and upper Mississippi Valley. A trough that's going to be over Southern California and Arizona. And a flat ridge just off of Florida in the southeast, as well. I think there could be one over New Mexico, but I'll have to look into it. Oh, yeah, but there is a ridge that's going to be over the Pacific Northwest and the Cascades, upper Rocky Mountains. Hold on, let me mute the mic. No, hold on. Never mind. Okay, so what happens? So that means that we might end up getting wet weather in the Southwest, but we'll have to look into it. There's also going to be wet weather in the southeast, and as well as the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes region. Then we move on to Wednesday night. So by Wednesday night, there's going to be a trough that's going to be over the Northern Plains, and another one just off of Southern California. A ridge, there will be a flat ridge over the southeast, off the southeast actually. A small ridge over Mexico, though. Where's the wet weather going to occur? Well, there could be wet weather that may occur throughout the Great Plains. Oh, yeah, and there may be a little bit of sideways trough from what it looks like that may occur over the Northeast and the Great Lakes. I'll keep my eyes on it, folks. Maybe wet weather in the desert Southwest, but nothing too significant, though. Now let's switch gears back to Radar Omega. Okay, the tornado warning has expired, so no tornado warnings right now. And now let's take a look at the temperatures. So, what we got for temperatures, let me try to make this quick so I can wrap up for you guys. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Marlon, and this is episode 2 of Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm so sorry for you guys that you guys want to watch me play Kingdom Hearts 2, but thing is, I'm about to end the stream, but I got to do my weather discussion and the weather topic of the day, which I may repeat, but I already did my weather topic of the day, but I could repeat that in case if you missed it. Now let me go here to tomorrow morning. So by tomorrow morning, there's going to be warm lows throughout much of the South. It'll get really, really warm in southern Florida. Mild conditions for Memorial Day morning in the Northeast and the Great Plains and the Ohio Valley, and as well as much of the West, with the exception of the Rockies, which could be cold, and as well as the northern Great Lakes region. So what about tomorrow night? So by tomorrow night, there's going to be a lot of heat in northern Florida, Rio Grande, desert southwest. But it's going to get really warm throughout much of the west, though. A little chilly in the center part of the country and the Appalachians. But it'll get really warm throughout the northeast, the east coast, and the Great Lakes region and the northern plains. Oh, and as well as the northern Rockies and the Great Basin. It's going to get really hot, though. And the Central Valley, California, too. Now, what about Tuesday morning? So by Tuesday morning, there is going to be just some warm weather that's going to occur throughout the Gulf Coast, though. Mild conditions throughout the East Coast, though, but it's also going to be warm weather in the desert southwest, plus Utah and the Central Valley, California. Chilly weather will still occur throughout the Rockies and the Great Basin and the leeward side of the Cascades, and as well as parts of the Great Lakes. Now, what about Tuesday night? So by Tuesday night, it's going to get really hot in Florida, southern Texas, desert southwest, and Central Valley, California. Elsewhere, it'll get really hot throughout the Great Basin, mild conditions and warm conditions throughout the East Coast, and as well as the northern plains and northern Rockies and the Pacific Northwest. Then you have Wednesday morning, where it's only going to get warm throughout much of the Great Lakes and the Mid-Atlantic, and as well as northern New England, as well as New England, getting a little bit warm, plenty of warmth, and as well as the desert Southwest and much of the West Coast too. And some parts of the Great Basin will endure some mild conditions. So there's still going to be cold temperatures, freezing temperatures in the Rockies, especially near Yellowstone. Finally, by Wednesday night, there's going to be very hot conditions along the Rio Grande and the desert southwest and Central Valley, California, as well as parts of Florida. It'll get really hot throughout much of the rest of the western part of the U.S., though a little chilly in the mountains and the Rockies, especially in southwestern plains, and as well as the interior Mid-Atlantic and Pennsylvania, and as well as the southern Great Lakes region. So sorry about that, folks. Yeah, about the background noise, but there is going to be plenty of warmth in New England and the northern plains. Let's take a look at humidity. So with humidity, there is going to be plenty of humidity throughout the Gulf Coast, and as well as some humidity throughout the West Coast, and as well as moisture moving up north, and as well as the East Coast. Now, what about tomorrow night? So by tomorrow night, the Gulf Coast will get a lot of moisture. Still plenty of moisture anywhere east of the Rockies, plus Idaho and parts of the West Coast. So what about the Gulf Coast? Plenty of it, moisture Tuesday morning, and anywhere east of the Rockies, there's plenty of humidity, and even portions of California will get some humidity. Now, what about Tuesday night? So by Tuesday night, there's going to be plenty of moisture throughout the south. Some moisture, well, plenty of moisture anywhere east of the Rockies, but there's a good amount of moisture that's going to take place throughout much of the West Coast. Wednesday morning, plenty of moisture along the Gulf Coast and the southeast. Florida is going to get a heavy dose of humidity, and also plenty of moisture that's still going to linger around throughout any place in the U.S. east of the Rockies, plus the West Coast. And finally, by Wednesday night, still plenty of excessive moisture still occur throughout much of the South, and still a good amount of moisture east of the Rockies, and as well as the West Coast and the Northern Rockies, actually, and parts of the Great Basin. Now let's take a look at the Cape. There's plenty of Cape throughout the Gulf Coast and even the Front Range of the Rockies, by a heavy dose of convection throughout much of Texas and even southern Florida, and even New Orleans and its surrounding areas. By tomorrow night, there's going to be a lot of convection throughout the Gulf Coast and Florida. But there's a good amount of Cape that's going to occur throughout the Rockies and parts of the Great Basin, and even parts of the Northeast. And we move on to Tuesday morning. Plenty of Cape in South Florida, much of the Gulf Coast, plus Texas. By Tuesday night, plenty of Cape to go around throughout the Gulf Coast in South Florida. Heavy amounts of Cape throughout much of Texas, and a good amount of Cape throughout the Sierra Nevadas and the Rockies and Great Basin. And what about Wednesday morning? So there's going to be a good amount of Cape in Florida, the immediate coastal parts of the Gulf, and especially South Texas and much of New Mexico and Western Texas. Just a good amount of Cape, though. Just not as much as Southern Texas. And then what we have here is that we got a lot of Cape, but it's not as gradual, with the exception of New Orleans and the surrounding areas. And there's a good amount of Cape throughout much of the West, with the exception of Desert Southwest, Eastern Montana, and the coastal parts of the Pacific Northwest. Now let's move on to precipitations, shall we? We got plenty of precipitation to go around in places like the South, but there are some scattered showers and storms throughout the Gulf Coast, and plenty of storms that's going to occur throughout the Great Plains and the Pacific Northwest. Tomorrow night, plenty of storms throughout much of the interior South, Great Plains, mid-Mississippi Valley, scattered showers throughout the Great Basin and the Rockies, and especially the Gulf Coast and Florida. Now, what about Tuesday morning? So Tuesday morning, much of the South will get some storms, and Great Plains, Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley, they're going to get some storms. In the Northern Rockies, a few showers here and there, stray showers on the coastal part of California. Okay, and then we move on to Tuesday night. So Tuesday night there is going to be it's going to be plenty of storms that's going to build up throughout the Mid-Atlantic, throughout the Southeast, throughout the Mississippi Valley, the Gulf Coast, and as well as the Northern Plains, the Great Lakes region, Ohio Valley, and even parts of South Florida will get some showers as well, and a few storms in Western Texas, and as well as the Rockies and parts of the Great Basin. Wednesday morning, wet weather starts creeping up north just a little bit in the Mid-Atlantic. Much of the South will get plenty of wet weather, plus the central part of the country. That includes the Great Plains, Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes, and as well as the Ohio Valley. And a few places in the Great Basin, they'll get some few storms and stray showers offshore on the West Coast. And finally, it's going to be wet weather that's going to occur throughout parts of the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic, Florida, the Mid-South, which includes the lower Mississippi Valley, parts of Texas, and the Great Lakes region, parts of the Great Plains, upper Mississippi Valley, Rockies, Great Basin, And finally, let's talk about snow. So for snow, well, what do we got for the next few days? So let's take a look. Okay, nothing in the Northeast nor the Midwest. In the Rockies, just no more than 2 feet of snow just outside of Denver. A few areas, southwestern Colorado, up to 8 inches of snow. East of Salt Lake City, up to 4. Western Wyoming, some places might get up to 15 inches of snow. But other than that, there isn't much, folks. Oh yeah, the weather topic of the day. Okay, so let me move back to here. And as I said, folks, about this whole weather topic of the day, I already did it, but I'd be happy to repeat for you guys. So please hold on a moment. So here goes. It'd be much better if I play the animation for you guys. Alright. Florida's daily thunderstorms are primarily caused by a combination of warm, moist air, atmospheric instability, and sea breeze collisions. The state's location in the subtropics, with the Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean to the west and east respectively, provides a constant source of moisture. This moisture, coupled with the daily heating of the land, creates unstable air that readily rises and forms thunderstorms. Sea breezes from both coasts converge, further lifting the air and triggering more thunderstorms, particularly in central Florida. Well, folks, that's the weather topic of the day. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there, but my time to stream will be uncertain, but I will stream for you guys somehow. But do keep an eye on it by turning on the notifications after you hit me with a follow, just so that you guys will know exactly when I'll be streaming. But right now, all I can say, folks, is that I got a lot of things to do, but I want to try to squeeze in the stream as much as I can. But not tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning there's a parade that's going to make the stream impossible. And, well, in the afternoon, I gotta go to the laundry, and maybe I'll stream for you guys probably either 6 to 7 p.m. or 6 to 8 p.m. But if those are not possible, I can maybe squeeze in for a stream from 9 to 11. I mean, that's just my best bet for now. But until then, hit me with a follow and turn on the notifications, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. And if I'm not there tomorrow, I'll see you guys on Tuesday, all right, at 6 to 8 p.m., all right, for sure. But it'll be for Minecraft. But if I do stream for you tomorrow, it'll be Kingdom Hearts 2 Episode 3. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys either tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, but if not, Tuesday at 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for certain. All right, take care, you guys. Peace out, everybody. Signing out.